Well, good evening and welcome. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We're excited to talk to you about some summer cash. Dede and I actually love doing these events and just sharing it with you. And I'm going to start off just telling you a little bit about myself. But first off, because we're doing a $20 Amazon gift card, I'm going to say it in the beginning here, I'll say it at the end. Drop your favorite color in the chat and then we'll pick for the Amazon gift card after that. So drop what your favorite color is. Mine's green, in case you're wondering. But whatever your favorite color is, just drop that in there and we'll pick that later. So welcome. I am Cheryl Muller for anyone who does not know me. And I am a Diamond Ambassador with Plexus, which just means that I absolutely love Plexus, everything about it, from the products to the community to the income potential. And we just love sharing that with people because I don't know anyone who doesn't need some extra cash. And Plexus is such a generous company that they've got some summer cash going now. So we definitely wanted to share that with you. So just a little background on me. I've been with Plexus for almost 9 years. And it really changed my health. And I had no idea about anything about gut health before I started. And I didn't even realize that you could feel that good. I think about it now. I'm 62, right? So when I started, I thought, gosh, I could have used this when I was in my 30s. But what I also love is that health has no age boundaries, whether you're 20 or you're 50 or you're 60 or 70, whatever your age is, gut health is for you. And I used to have migraines. I used to have hormone issues. I drank Diet Pepsi for 35 years. I thought I would never be able to stop drinking Diet Pepsi because of course, thought, oh, I'm going to get a migraine if I stop drinking it. But I knew it was bad for me. It's like, but I just couldn't stop. And I used to have seasonal allergies. I don't have seasonal allergies anymore. And even though I didn't want to admit it that I was overweight, I've lost 30 to 40 pounds, gained muscle. And most importantly, I wasn't happy in my own skin. That was the big thing for me. It was never really about the weight because I didn't even believe that Plexus was going to be the answer. Okay. You can be a skeptic and still start. So that's just a little background on me, but I am super excited to introduce Dede to you tonight because she has an amazing testimony and she's going to go ahead and share that with you a little bit about how she started with Plexus and her health testimony, and then we'll talk a little bit about the business.
Hey everybody, I'm Dede Cole, and thank you for the introduction, Cheryl. I started with Plexus actually a couple years ago. Cheryl had sent me some samples and said, just try it. I think it'd be good for you. I didn't stick with it. I wasn't consistent, and quite frankly, I didn't prioritize it. I ended up pushing it to the back of the cabinet and left it there and kind of forgot about it. At some point, Cheryl sent me a reset because it was a free promotional thing and it sat on my calendar for, no lie, months. And every time I looked at it, I was like, I'm not doing that. I can't imagine not eating food, chewing my food for 3 days. I can't do it. So I just pushed it to the back of that closet as well. But on January 1st, something clicked for me. I decided I had had enough. I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. I didn't like what I was seeing in the mirror, and it was time for a change. And I don't know if it was the start of the year. I don't know what clicked for me, but suddenly it was just, I need to do something about this. So I messaged Cheryl and said, I still have some Slim and Active. What do I do and how do I take it and what's going to make a difference? So she got me, it's just stuff to make out of it. She got me started on Triplex. And that's where things took off. I decided I was going to be brave enough to do the reset for 3 days. I had to kind of work myself up to it, but mid-January, I love to chew my food. I just do. I decided that it was going to be okay and I could do it. And I did 3 days, the 3-day reset, and that changed everything for me. The challenge group that we ran in January taught me so much about counting my macros, about fueling my body right. I was worried that I was going to have to cut out carbs and cut out all sweets and cut out this and cut out that. And I was really concerned about my diet. But I found that being on the products consistently, I haven't been as hungry as I thought I was going to be. It really was a mindset reset for me. It trained me in how to fuel my body correctly and what my body needs. And because of that, I haven't been overeating. I no longer sit at my desk at night and eat an entire bag of candy, which was a pretty consistent thing. It's an awful thing to admit, but it was pretty consistent, a whole bag of candy each night. And because of that, I've lost nearly 40 pounds since the start of the year. So every week I get on the scale and I'm shocked that the weight is still coming off. So I did know that I was overweight. Like Cheryl, I did admit that I was overweight, but that was a big concern for me, and I'm happy that it's finally started melting off. So I have also noticed a whole lot more energy, stamina. My headaches have all but disappeared, and when I do get a headache, I take a stick of Active, and it disappears in about 20 minutes, which is incredible. I have been a seasonal allergy sufferer all my life. I had two sinus surgeries to try to correct it. I had allergy shots for 7 years. I have had minimal symptoms this year. I mowed my lawn the other day and I could breathe afterwards. There's a film of pollen on everything right now. I can go outside and I don't have any problems with it. That for me has been life-changing. And I've been saying the last few weeks, if nothing else, I will keep paying for these products just to not have to suffer from allergies and sinus infections on a regular basis. So that's kind of the gist of where I'm at. My next goal is to get rid of my thyroid medication. So I've been taking X Factor Plus and slowly starting to wean off my thyroid meds. And hopefully I will be off all prescription and over-the-counter everything by the end of the summer is my goal. So
Yes, I love that. Yeah. Dede, when Dede started, she really was determined. And here's the thing, it was just because she made the decision. Sometimes the decision is really hard for people. But when she made that decision, she committed to it and she allowed me to coach her through it. And, we were always in touch. And, I'm really good at that. And then, of course,
She
now
is.
we've taken that to the next level. But, gut health is science. And so, I've just learned a lot of people on the team call me the product guru. And it's just something that's always interested me. So I would eat up all the information that we had about gut health. And that's how I learned it, because I knew nothing before I started. And so my background for where I was before Plexus is I was running my own company. I am a CPA and I had my own accounting firm. I did taxes. And that was grueling, right? I love numbers. I love helping people from that aspect. What I realized is I really loved the people. But after 35 years, the taxes started to get to me. And so that's when Plexus came along for me. I was not looking for a stream of income. I wasn't looking to change my health, but my friend knew me enough to present it to me, to tell me about Plexus. And she said she always knew that I would be great at the business, that I just didn't know it. She just poured belief into me, helped me to understand that we have simple systems and that, it would be something that I would thrive at. And so since then, just let's fast forward a little bit. I actually retired my CPA business out to do Plexus full time. It took about 3-4 years before I finally let go of some of my clients. I just hung on to some, but I really love this business, like this stream of income in this season of life. So Dede's a mom of 3 kids, right? So that's her season, right? It's amazing to be able to thrive as a mom. Her kids love the product. They've seen how she has improved with her mood, like the mood. We might as well just throw that. I mean, who doesn't love a good mood? And people notice, kids notice. and they're good for them as well. And so I am thriving in this season with my grandchildren living next door. That's part of our Plexus dream, is that Plexus became the vehicle to do what we wanted with our life on our terms, because it really gave us the income to be able to do that. So that's a little bit about what we want to share, the income side. I'm going to have Dede start with a little bit about the income too, because when she started, she's like, hell no, I'm not doing this as for income, right? I mean, I'm just being honest.
Mhm.
So she was like, no, and you're gonna have to, if I need to accept, I'm gonna let her tell the story because it is good. But she really changed as she got to know a little bit more about Plexus. So tell a little bit about your business story.
Okay, so I have worked for Cheryl now for 4+ years as her virtual assistant. So I was familiar with the products. I knew the systems because I helped create them. I just didn't use them because I wasn't with the company. So I understood a lot of it. I actually had a training call last week with corporate, and they were trying to show me how to do something in back office. And I was like, I know how to do all that, but actually, I have a question for you because I can't get this to work. And he was like, okay. So I understand the back end of things. I've been in direct sales for 9 years. I understand what it means to make connections with people and how to build those relationships. But I said, I have enough on my plate. I'm a single mom of three. I'm newishly divorced, like in the last few years. I spend half of my life at my boyfriend's house, an hour away, and the other half here at home with my kids when I have them. So I have a lot going on. I've got multiple streams of income. I'm working with my mom. I'm working at the school as a substitute teacher. I don't need another thing right now. I am happy to take these products because I know they're going to help, but there's no way I can afford them. So how do I make it affordable and not do the work? And Cheryl said, well, you're lucky because your first order comes with a referral link. And as long as you make the referrals, you're going to end up getting product credit, and that will pay for your subscription. And I said, okay, I guess I can do that. So the first few conversations, we open up 3-way conversations with Cheryl. She gives her same little spiel, and I start to learn her spiel. And I go, okay, I think I could maybe actually do this on my own now. So I started to kind of open up some conversations and then bring Cheryl in. And I'd say to her, okay, so I've already had this conversation. This is how far we got, but now I'm stuck. And she'd go, that's okay. I'll step in and I'll help. And I would say it was like the end of February, early March, I said to her, so this month it says if you add 6 people, I can get a free iPad, right? And she goes, yep. I said, all right, let's do it. So I ended up adding 7 in March. I made over $700, and I was able to take my kids to Dick's Sporting Goods and buy them $500 worth of baseball equipment that I never could have afforded. And for me, that was such a huge turning point that I said, I need to keep telling everybody about how much better I'm feeling and about the financial blessing that this business has had in my life, because I want others to feel the same. And my kids have seen the difference. Last week, my boyfriend and I woke up and he said, I'm ready to go home. So he's from El Salvador. He said, I'm ready to go home. I want to go home and see my family. Look at the flights. I want to fly home this summer. And before we get out of bed at 8 o'clock in the morning, we decided we're booking tickets to go to El Salvador. And I'm taking my 3 kids with me in July on an airplane on a vacation that I never could have afforded because of this business. I am so much more confident that I am where I need to be financially. My business is continuing to grow. The products have changed me financially and in my health so much that I have said it's going to be a stretch. And I know I'm going to get a little bit behind on the payments, but I'm not concerned. The credit card will get paid off. I trust in this business. I believe in this business. And have been so honored and humbled to help the people that I have. And we've got a couple of kids, teenagers, that are going to be using the products too. And that to me is, I don't know, it's just, it's amazing. I can't find the words to describe how much this has been a blessing
Yeah.
for my family.
I absolutely love that. And like that, when we talk about, a stream of income or extra cash or summer cash, like that's what we're talking about. here's the thing. You can build a business, right? If you will, as big as you want. But if you want to just use you get a free referral link, like Dede talked about. If you just want to use your referral link to get the cost of your products covered, or maybe, it could even be, you maybe an extra couple $100 that you want to start a vacation fund, or I know that it's like, oh, I want to get my car payment covered. Like you can think of all oh, I want to do some summer activities for my kids. I'd like a little fund for that. Like whatever your reason is, you can go as big or as little as you want. And we're here to help you with that. And Plexus is such a generous company that, like, even this month, okay, this month's incentive, which is why we wanted to do this call for summer cash, is that if you share, and that's what we're doing. What we're doing is we're sharing about products that work with people who need them. It is a gift to have health, and we really, like Dede said to me, the same thing. I am honored to be able to share that with people and help them transform their health. Like that is amazing, and it is life changing. And so sharing with 3 people is where we usually start. It's like grab 3 friends, because you want people to be accountable to each other. You're 80% or more likely to hit your goals and be successful if you have 3 friends. So we would say grab 3 friends. And normally it's so generous, you can earn over $300. But this month, Plexus is saying if you share with 6 people, we're actually going to throw in another $400 cash, well, plus a hat. And then you're making over $800. And you have the ability to earn another $400 if you decide to share with 12 people. So, it really is amazing how that can add up. And we're sharing about products that we love. And, Dede talked a little bit about it. We're a very successful team. We work really well together. Everyone, like, they're top of the company, all above me, all above and below, right? So, we have systems in place that work. If you think that you're busy, well, guess what? Busy people are really good at this because you squeeze it in. You think Dede's not busy? Like she is busy, right? Janie's busy with her grandkids. I'm busy with my grandkids, and we can work this business like in between. Sometimes we'll say the nooks and crannies, but if you're like waiting in a pickup line and you've got 10-15 minutes because you want to be there early, you can be talking to people, having conversations, talking on the phone. That's what it's really about. It's about sharing and having conversations. Yes, social media is amazing, and you can do that as well. People know that you're open for business, but it really is about talking with people. And if you allow us to share the systems with you, you can be successful. We're going to walk you the whole way. It's a learn and earn business where, it's unlimited potential with what you can earn with Plexus. As a diamond, I'm a 6-figure earner, but there are some diamonds that just make a ton more money even than I do. So, and then one of the things that I always have loved is that you can be generous when you have income. There are things that you can do. You ever just want to help somebody out and you just wish you had a couple hundred extra dollars and you could give it to them? I don't know. That's something that has always been something that I liked. So, anyway, so it's just, in summary, really, it's about the freedom of being your own boss, right? Plexus makes it easy. They've already got a product that sells, that's good, it's science backed. They've got customer service. They provide you with your website. You don't have to carry any inventory. They do the shipping. They've got quality control. We've got a scientific and a physician advisory board. Like we have everything, and to make you and help you to be successful. And it allows you to work on your terms And when you want to, you don't have to ask a boss for time off. You don't have to ask if whatever you want to go on vacation, it doesn't fit in the company's schedule. Like, you've got that freedom and you have the income to do that. So, we believe that you can make an impact and an income, and Plexus really provides everything that we need. And so many people are familiar with referral links, and they're familiar with online businesses. I mean, just look at Amazon, right? There's a lot of online businesses, and you can work it from your home or anywhere that you are. So we just thank you for joining us tonight. I'm going to say it again. I said it in the beginning for anyone who has joined. If you drop, we're giving away Amazon gift card for you guys being on live. Drop your favorite color into the chat, and we'll be picking that after. But I'd love for you to, as we end this, to really get with the person who invited you. They care about you. They want to see you successful. You can ask any other questions that you have. We are an open book, very family friendly, as you can tell. Like, I was just waiting. I thought, oh, is it one of Dede's kids going to walk
I
in?
know
Or,
they didn't
I've
today.
had my grandkids. I know, I know. I've had my grandkids will, come in. We'll do Zooms like this, and we'll have kids sitting on our lap. Like, that's what we love about it. We want families to be the best that they can be. And here's the thing, you can actually be happy with where you are, but still want more. And I feel like that's kind of how I feel about Plexus. I felt like my life was good before. Oh my God, but it's amazing now. And I just didn't know it. I'm just thankful that my friend shared the opportunity, and I love helping others succeed. Our whole team does. So yeah, so get with the person who invited you, and we can help answer any other questions. Thank you so much for your time. It is the most valuable thing that we have. So have a good evening.